Hello everyone, Cat Weasel here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Arkham Horror 2nd edition and the horror at the museum, and it is pretty horrible. We're really struggling and it's about to get a little bit worse. If you'll notice, just down there in the sky, there's nothing there. There was a night gaunt there, it's not there anymore. It's up there at the French Hill Streets right next to Hank. And the reason being is we did get a gate burst on the Mythos card last turn. We didn't actually get a gate burst because it was the witch house. It's already got an open gate on it, which is why I didn't move the night gaunt. But I have checked the wiki, and on the wiki it just says when a gate burst card is played. And the card was played. The fact that we didn't get an actual gate burst is immaterial. The card was played, so the night gaunt, it has to move. And it looks round for somebody in the streets, and that's poor old Hank. So he's got a night gaunt and 2 serpent people. Thanks to Stefan, who pointed that out. Cheers, mate. And everything's okay now. We've got it there, and it's helped a little bit in a strange sort of way. I was wondering what to do with Hank. I wasn't sure whether to send him into another gate or for him to start killing monsters. But now that night gaunt's there, it's not elusive, so he'd either have to evade it or he'd have to fight it. If he's going to evade it, he may as well try and evade the 2 serpent people as well that are elusive and kill them all. So that's what we're going to try and do. Okay, so that's him sorted out, but we'll go through that when we get to him in the upkeep phase. Talking of the upkeep phase, that's next, and our lead investigator is Charlie Kane, who is in a dilly of a pickle. And here we are with poor old Charlie, who's currently delayed in another dimension. And he's on 1 sanity. So things are looking pretty bad. We might have to spend some clues, and that's horrendous because we need to seal a gate. But anyway, hopefully he will manage to muddle through. We shall see. Right, what we're going to do? Well, all he's going to do in the movement phase is stand up. He's not going to be able to move into Arkham because he's delayed. So we are going to have another encounter in another dimension. Always a laugh. But one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move his bloody speed up. So we'll put it to 2 and 2. Give ourselves a bit of a chance if we get another one, a card like that. But yeah, even if we'd had it at 2 and 2 during the last turn, it was a -2 speed check, so we wouldn't have passed anyway. In fact, that's a major problem. I've gone through a few things that are making this a particularly difficult scenario, but I've got to admit, not having 3 investigators whose highest speed is 3, that is really difficult. We're not able to zip around the board at all. There's only Hank who's got any sort of speed. So you've seen it with Jenny, you've seen it with Diana, and you're seeing it with Charlie. It takes them, longer to get to places, especially if they're going up and down the board. Diana had to go all the way at South Church. Took her 2 turns. Jenny had to go to Arkham Asylum, then she had to go to St Mary's Hospital, and then she had to go to the Curiosity Shop. And that took about 4 turns. So it just, while they're in a street location, they're not having encounters, and they're not getting anything useful done. That's why I was thinking, of getting a motorbike from the general store. But again, you see, it's a huge deck. It's the same problem we've got with the Elder Signs. You're just hoping to pick it up, and while you're hoping to pick it up, obviously you're wasting time again. So we're just unfortunate that we ended up with 3 investigators who've got such low speed, and we didn't pick out a motorbike or something during the setup. But that's the way it goes. So Charlie, we've just got to hope he survives. Hopefully he will survive. He's still got his lucky cigarette case. That doesn't mention in Arkham. So he has got a re-roll. Unfortunately, we couldn't use that last turn because we didn't even have a roll. We couldn't even roll on that speed check. Otherwise, I would have used it. But, yeah, there you go. Just the way it is. And we'll have to hope he can muddle through. Okay, that's it for Charlie. And next up, it will be Hank Sampson. And here we are with Hank. So we've decided he's going to be doing a bit of fighting. We also, if he's going to do a bit of fighting, if he's going to have to fight that Night Gaunt, then he may as well try and kill these serpent people as well. Don't think he's got any problems with the combat. I'm just checking the back of the monsters. Yeah, there's no crazy like resistances or whatever. So we'll keep him up at 5 for his fight, and with the shotgun, hopefully he'll be able to kill them all. But the important thing is he actually finds and kills those serpent people. So he'll have to pass a sort of sneak evade check to do that. He's got 2 focus, so we're going to bump both focus and give him a sneak of 4. So he's going to have 2 dice to try and find them. Right, so that's what he's going to do. He is tooled up. He's going to be rolling lots of dice. Just that important evade check. He'll kill the Night Gaunt first, and then we'll do the evade check for the serpent people and do their combat. But that won't be till the actual movement phase. As far as his upkeep phase goes, that's fine, and we'll move on. We've got to remember he's got this trophy. He could bless somebody. Oh, he could bless Charlie. But, yeah, we're stuck with the Night Gaunt. And I don't want to evade the Night Gaunt to get into bloody, where is it, South Church. Charlie's just going to have to take his lumps. Hopefully he'll get away with it. So he's just going to have to put up with the fact he fell down a hole. All right, that's it for Hank Sampson. Next up, it's Jenny Barnes. And here we are with Jenny, where we're going to play our little mini game, which is, can Jenny Barnes keep hold of her trust fund for this turn? Let's see. Come on. Yay! She keeps her dollar. Excellent. The bank is off her back for this turn. So she gets a dollar. She's back up to 8. So that's cool. Always need a bit extra money. So well done, Jenny. Well done, kid. Right, what's she going to do? Well, she's going to stay in the curiosity shop. She's still got 3 sanity. So she can afford to lose another sanity. If she picks up another item, hopefully an elder sign. Come on! So she's going to do that, and then probably the turn after she'll probably have to go to Arkham Asylum, just bump that back up. But we may as well keep her doing that. If she doesn't get an elder sign, we may get something that will give us clues. You know, a unique item that allow her to cash in some clues, and if she can get 5, then she can get to the unvisited isle. And Chime of Ra, 5 clues, personal story, and we'll get a Doom off the Doom track. And same with Hank, really. We've got to keep our eyes out for clues if we can get them. And so that's it for Jenny. She's just carrying on as is. And that means next up is Diana Stanley. And here we are with Diana. First things first, let's keep this blessing. Come on. Blimey. A 6, yes. Fantastic. Well done, kid. One good thing about Arkham Horror 2nd edition, you only have to roll a 1. It's a 1 in 6 chance. In Eldritch, it's a 2 in 6 chance. It's a 1 or a 2. But in Arkham Horror 2nd Edition, it's a 1. A bit grim if you've got a curse, but great if you've got a blessing. Okay, right. So she's kept a blessing. I'm going to send her into the Historical Society. There are 2 monsters, a horrible Hound of Tindalos and a not much better Shoggoth. They are both appallingly bad. We are going to be taking a big risk. She's going to use one of her focus, and she's going to put her... Oh no, she can use 2. She's got 2 focus, hasn't she? Because she's past the mole. She's going to use... Oh no, we need 2 speed. Sorry. I knew there was a reason why I had to go on 2. Yes, we need 2 to actually get in there. No good just getting into the south side street. So, yes, she'll have 2 sneak, but she has a dark cloak, which is +1 to evade checks, so that'd be 3 dice, and she's got survivors, and she gets another +1 from that. So that's 4 dice, -1, 3 dice. She's got 3 blessed dice. Succeed, brilliant. She gets to go in through the gate. She doesn't succeed, not so brilliant, because then we're in a bad way. I think both monsters will make extremely short work of her, but you know, we've got 3 clues. We'll spend them if we have to. We've just got to close some more gates, and it's a diamond gate as well, I believe. Yep. So Plateau of Leng, diamond gate at Historical Society. If we manage to shut it, then diamond monsters disappear off the board, and the Shoggoth is a diamond monster. We can get rid of that if Charlie pulls his socks up, gets out of that hole, closes the science gate. Then we get rid of the Hound of Tindalos as well as the other square monsters that are on the board. Brilliant. But, yeah, we're flying by the seat of our pants here. We're just hoping to... But she is blessed, which helps. So we're just hoping for things to go in our favour. But it's that stage of the game. We've just got to make some... we've got to make some risky calls. And that's what we're doing. So that's the plan for her. She's set up. It's not worth changing a fight and will or law and luck. She won't be able to kill those 2 monsters. No matter if we bumped everything up, we'd just be in... all we've got is what? A 38 revolver. No, I don't think that's going to cut the mustard. We'll just have to hope she managed to evade them. Okay, that's it for her. That's it for the upkeep phase. Next up, the movement phase. And here we are in the movement phase with Charlie. Up you get, Charlie, and he's no longer delayed, but he can't move. Not this turn anyway. That's it for Charlie. Next up, it is Hank. And here we are with Hank, and he's got a lot of fighting to do. So we've got 2 serpent people he's got to try and collar. He's got the Night Gaunt. He's also got his shotgun, and he's got a couple of clues there that he might have to use. First of all, he's going to take on the Night Gaunt. We'll look for the serpent people in a bit. So the Night Gaunt, we're not doing the we're not trying to evade it. We don't have to do the horror check because Hank is thick-skulled. So brilliant. He's got his shotgun, which is +4. He's got 5 fight dice, which is 9 altogether. It's -2. That's going to be 7. That's 3, 6, 7 dice, and he needs 2 successes. And he gets 2. Only just. So he's got a 5 and a 6. So Night Gaunt becomes a trophy. We can put that stand back. Nice to have a monster stand. Put that on his player tray as a trophy. for 2 toughness. What he's got to do next is he's got to try and find these guys, which is 2 rolls. He's got to try and find each one of them. I used to think it was only 1 roll, but fortunately I checked the wiki. I have to do it for each. So he has 4 sneak, so he's rolling 2 dice to try and find these guys. I'm not going to spend, I've got clues here, but I'm not going to spend them to, you know, try and find them. We either find them or we don't. If we don't find them, great. If we do find them, then we may use the clues in the combat check. So 2 dice, we need a success to try and find one of these certain people. A 6, yes. So he finds the first one. Same deal. Doesn't have to do the horror check. He's still thick-skulled. It's -2. So again, he'll be rolling 7 dice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this time, he only has to get a single success. And 6s count as double as well. I've got to remember that, because it's a shotgun. Oh, he's failed. How can you roll 7 dice and fail? Well, he's going to have to spend a clue. Six, yes. But he's lost a clue. But we have killed one of them. Oh, damn it. How can you roll 7 dice and not succeed? Put the clue back in there. Absolute rubbish. Let's get rid of these ones. Swap them over. So we've got to try with the next guy. We'll roll 2 dice to see if we can find him. We do find him. We got a 6 and a 4. So exactly the same deal with him. Thick skull, don't need to do the horror check. -2, 7 dice because we're using the shotgun. We only need a single success. 7 dice. Oh, we've got loads there, even though 2 fell out. So we got 3 successes, 4 successes with the 6. So cost us a clue, but we did get 3 monsters, and we've got 4 toughness worth of monster trophies. So great stuff. And he's still got a clue. Could have done without losing the clue, but that's the way it goes. He's still got 1 at least, and he can. He's got enough trophies to start actually trading these in for clues at the science building. Once we close the gate, that is. So anyway, that's it for Hank. He's cleaned up the French Hill streets. We get 2 more of those back. Again, that's good news, just in case we get another monster surge. And yeah, that is it for Hank, I believe. And next, oh, it doesn't count because he spent that clue. He actually passed the combat check. He didn't fail it. Yeah, you don't fail it till the very end after you finish spending clues and things. That's what determines whether it's a success or a fail. So he didn't have to do his horror check. He would have had to do his horror check if we hadn't have had any clues to spend. But we did have clues to spend. So the combat wasn't over until we spent clues. Okay, that's it for Hank. Who's after Hank? It is Jenny. And here we are with Jenny. And this is so quick, it is untrue. She's not moving anywhere. She's staying exactly where she is. So that's it for her movement phase. She's not moving. So we can go straight to Diana Stanley down at South Church. And here we are with Diana. So she's going to go 1, 2 into the Historical Society. We've got the Shoggoth and we've got the Hound of Tindalos. Now, she's got survivors, she's got a dark cloak, and she's got 2 sneak. That is 4 dice. -1 for first the Shoggoth, so that's 3 dice. So 1, 2, 3 blessed dice. All we need is 4 or better. And we get 2 successes, which is great. So we've avoided the Shoggoth. And what am I taking it off the board for? It stays on the board. Duh. But we've managed to give that one the slip. Next is the Hound of Tinderloss. So that's -1, except this time we cannot use survivors. That gets exhausted. So we've only got 2 dice for this one. But we do have 3 clues, just in case. In fact, I better get those out. And here are 3 clues. And she got 6 anyway. So you can have the 3 clues back. She has successfully avoided those babies. Foo. Oh, thank God. So far, so good. Our plan has done okay for both Hank and Diana, and we've only lost 1 clue. Could have been a lot worse. So these guys, they're tootling around the Historical Society, but Diana has managed to give them the slip. Alright, that is it for the movement phase. Next up is the Arkham encounter phase. And here we are at the Arkham encounter phase. Now, Charlie's our lead investigator, but he's in another world. So we go straight to Hank, who is in a street location. So he doesn't have an encounter. So after Hank, it's Jenny Barnes. And here we are with Jenny. She is going to do the box text like last time. So that means we get 3 of these unique items. We'll give it a cut like we always do. Quick finger of power for an elder sign. So that's 1, 2, 3. Put the deck back. And what do we have? We have a wave of destruction. A gladius of Carcosa. And a warding of the yellow sign. Oh, there we go. I'll try and flash those up for you. I don't think I did a good job there of putting them in front of the camera, but we'll see what I'll see what I can do. Alright, first of all, Wave of Destruction. Mission, 8 missions. It'd be Black Cave, Mars Boarding House, and Administration. And missions are no good for, you know, for 3 of our investigators. The speed is just, because they've only got 3 speed. But I'll read through it. Sacrifice 1 unique item. Effect, you may immediately defeat any 3 monsters on the board, even in the sky, each with a toughness 3 or less. Great, except we haven't got the time. So, we won't be using that one. Gladius of Carcosa, magical weapon, +4 to combat checks, +5 if your other hand is empty. Great weapon, $7, one-handed. We might have to pick that. Warding of the yellow sign. When you gain this card, choose a location in Arkham and place this card there. No monsters may appear via gates in this location. Monsters that appear during encounters in this location may automatically be evaded. Is that worth having? Not really, I don't think. Not really. Bit situational. We'll take the Gladius. That's $7. And that's going to leave us with all of $1. The others I'll discard. She loses a sanity. So she's now only got 2 left. Get those out of here because of the Herald. And there's the $7. So unfortunately the Finger of Power didn't work. I'll have to send it into the shop or something, get it replaced. But yeah, it was a long shot anyway. So yeah, she's only got 2 sanity. Fortunately, even though she's only got 3 movement, 1, 2, 3, she can make it to Arkham Asylum. If she's got $2 next turn, she's currently only got $1. But if she saves on a bank loan, gets a trust fund, she will be able to get herself back up to $2 and get all her sanity back. But she'll have no money to go back to the curiosity shop. So we might try the newspaper to get a retainer. She can't get another bank loan. She's already had one. Okay, right. That is it for Jenny. And, oh yes, Diana. And here we are with Diana. While she's been busy avoiding these clowns, she has opened a door to a room, and yes, there is a portal, and she's been sucked through it to the Plateau of Leng. So we'll pop her over there. We'll see her in the Plateau of Leng shortly, because next up, it's the Otherworld encounter phase. And here we are, the one we've all been waiting for, Charlie. One sanity Charlie has a has a gate encounter in another dimension. So let's get the big deck. Here it is. We'll do a cut. First one. Does it have another dimension on it? No, it doesn't. So that goes away. We'll try the second one. Another dimension. No, we've just got this, which looks like a horrible card. Right, oh, that should be coming on the screen shortly. And I'll give it a read. Carefully, you avoid the gaze of a gigantic eye watching an altar. You may try to pass a sneak -1 check to steal a scroll from the dais. Oh, am I going to do it? No. I'm not going to do it. So what was the rest of it? We could draw 1 spell. If we failed, we would have been racked by pain and lose 3 sanity. So glad we decided not to do it. Fortunately, it had the may keyword, and we just want to get out. You know, if you still had all his... If he'd had all his sanity and stuff, like say we got that last time, I might have gone for it. But with him having a single sanity, as soon as it said you may, that was it. Right, we're not doing it. We're just going to make sure that we get out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get out, get to the sites building next turn, try and close that gate. So that's it for Charlie. Next up is Diana, who's at the Plateau of Leng. And here we are with Diana. So Plateau of Leng is a red or a green. So we've got to keep going till we get a red or a green. Makes a nice change not to be doing another dimension, doesn't it? So is this a red or a green? No, it's a blue. Another blue. A yellow. A blue. It's taking the mickey out of me now. A yellow. A red. It's a red, but it doesn't have Plateau of Leng on it, so we've got to keep going. A green, and it does have Plateau of Leng. So this is the one we're going to do. So hopefully I can get a screenshot of that. And you'll be seeing it now. Alright. Ooh. God, I've got to get some nails. Right, let's have a read. Looks a bit long. If they're long, it's normally pretty grim. The primitives are entranced by your equipment. You must discard one common item of worth at least $2 or lose 3 stamina. Da da da. Right. All she's got is... Oh, she's got to get rid... Dark cloak. It's get rid of a dark cloak or get rid of the 38. She's going to get rid of the dark cloak. Even though that served us really, really well. +1 to evade checks. But it's $2. I've got to keep the 38. She's got to be able to protect herself. So she's got rid of that. If you pass a will check, you convince them to give you their idol in exchange. So a will +0. What's a will? A will's 3. Don't think she's got anything else that helps her. No, a will's 3. It's +0, isn't it? So that's 3 blessed dice. She passes. So she gets the idol in return. Let me just read the rest of it. You may search the unique item deck for the obsidian statue and take it. Does that? Right, I'm just going to search for that. Maybe a while. It's a big deck. Bear with me. Right, I'm back. Finally found it. Here it is. Hopefully that will focus. Okay. Obsidian statue. Any phase. Discard obsidian statue to cancel all stamina or sanity loss being dealt to you from one source. Awesome. So she'll take that. Better than nothing, I suppose. I was hoping it was one of those things that you could discard for clues, but unfortunately not. And she does lose a sanity. But she will get that back if we do put a doom token on. Yeah. Because of her dark insight. But, yeah. Didn't want to lose the dark cloak, but it's better than losing the 38 revolver. We'll discard that card. Okay. Right, that's it for Diana Stanley. That is it for the, what is it? The other world encounter phase. All that's left, the laugh and chuckle phase. Let's get to it. And here we are at the laugh and chuckle phase. Always a delight. So let's pick a card. Here we go. Can we get away without a doom token again? Let's have a look. No. We're going to get a gate. The Unvisited Isle. So this is a Miskatonic Mythos card. And yeah. Unvisited Isle down there, that's the one that's going to get a gate. High frequency gate. At least it's a high frequency gate. I'll try and get a photo of that. And it should be coming up any time now. Oh, at least it's an environment card. Thank God we get rid of that crappy one. That solar eclipse one. Just in time as well. Because Diana's just gone in a gate. So at last, some luck. Wolfsbane in bloom. Anyway, first of all, we got to put the gate out. Forget about that. And doom. So, doom token. We're up to 8 doom. God. That is bad. So, Unvisited Isle, put the gate stand there. And let's pick out the gate. Are we going to get a stupid lurker gate or a normal one? a normal one. And we've got another time. Ooh, nice easy gate. +0 to shut. Diamond gate. And another time, if you remember, the Great Hall of Celiano over here is not really over here. This is another time here. And it's a red and a green gate. So that's where that'll be going. So we'll pop that in there. So another time, and it needs a monster. Monster. Right, what's this? A yellow bordered monster. At least it's not. It's another bloody ghost. I'm just picking. Like, I'm having runs, aren't I, where I'm just picking the same bloody things out, like Hounds of Tinderloss, Loigors, and what was the other one? Serpent People. I picked 3 Serpent People out up to now. So, Ghost, it's exactly the same as the one at the Woods. -3 to sneak by, physically immune, undead. -2 on horror check, or lose 2 sanity. -3 on a combat check, or lose 2 stamina. And it's got 1 toughness. So we lose a stand. We've only got 2 left. We've got a ghost at the unvisited isle. But at least we've got a high frequency gate on a high frequency location. Increases our chances of monster surges. And we're going to need them. Because we've only got 3 doom left before Rantagoth wakes up. The other good thing, of course, is it wasn't a cultist. That's always right in the front of my mind, and I'm dying to mention it, but I daren't mention it in case I pull one out. Right, so we've pulled that out. Clues. Clue appears at the Esoteric Order of Dagon, which it doesn't, because obviously we haven't got the Innsmouth board out, or the Science Building. So once again, we don't get a clue, because there's a bloody gate there. So the clue gets swallowed up. So once more, we've got no clues on the board. Monster movement. Oh, this is bad. We've got bloody square monster movement. We've got square monster movement, and we've got we've got diamond monster movement as well on white. So white, fortunately, goes 1. Because it's a fast monster, the Shoggoth, it goes to Uptown. I thought he was going to go up there to Hank. And I wanted to do something different with Hank next turn. The Hound of Tinderloss, however... Oh, this is going to... Oh, it's going to hit Jenny. No! Physically immune. When it moves, the Hound of Tinderloss moves directly to the nearest investigator inside a location in Arkham, other than the hospital or the asylum. So it's going to turn up right at the curiosity shop. She's going to have to evade that. She's going to have to evade that. Oh, I'll think about that next turn. Sorry. Before next turn, but I don't think she can fight it. She's just going to have to... Mind you, she's got a lot of magic weaponry, hasn't she? She might have to fight it. We'll see. I'll go through that during the upkeep phase next turn. It's quite late at night here now. I can't be bothered thinking. Alright, so... Oh, that Hound of Tinderloss moving there is grim. So, is that all our square monsters? Oh no, there's a Loigor, isn't there? Oh, I knew there was one. Weapon immunity. Instead of moving, all investigators in this or any adjacent locations or street areas lose 1 sanity and 1 stamina. Well, there's nobody in adjacent locations and there's nobody in the Miskatonic University streets. So fortunately, we've got away with that one. Fortunately, Jenny hasn't. Jenny's got a Hound of Tinderloss on her tail, but yeah, well, I'll think about that before next turn. And that is all the monster movement, I think. We've got no stupid moving gates. So, yeah, because we've got no circle monsters. Circle monsters on black. No circle monsters. Cool. And we've got no crescent moon movement, so the Ancient Whispers doesn't move. Right, so we can get straight on with reading what this Wolfsbane in Bloom is. Environment Mystic. So I'm going to take great pleasure in taking that one and discarding it. This one's going to replace it. Monsters with magical immunity are treated as having magical resistance instead and have their toughness increased by 1. Well, that's okay. That's okay. It's physically immune though, isn't it, the Hound of Tindalos? Of course it is. So it doesn't affect the Hound of Tindalos. But I think it affects the ghosts, doesn't it? No, they're physically immune as well. Loigor. Loigor's weapon immunity. So it doesn't affect any bleeding thing on the board. Sod you. So that's a bit of a bummer. Where have I put the card? There it is. Yes. So doesn't really affect anything, but at least we've got rid of that. We can't solar eclipse. The longest solar eclipse in Earth history is gone. And we've got that instead. Wolfsbane in Bloom. Not a bad turn, I don't think. Charlie didn't die. That's got to be a positive. And he's got a chance of getting rid of... Yeah, yeah. Oh no, he's not going to get rid of it till... Yeah, she's going to have to fight the Hound of Tindalos. Charlie won't be able to get rid of it. Assuming he closes that gate, he won't be getting rid of it until the Arkham encounter phase, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a blow. Same with the Loigor. But, yeah, we'll figure something out for Jenny. She'll either fight it or she'll evade it. Hank, don't know what to do with Hank. He might try and kill something. If he can get a magical weapon, he can give one of these. He can give one of these ghosts a good shoeing, I think. So he might try and do that. If you could get a trade, if Jenny does evade the Hound of Tindalos, perhaps we can bump his speed up. He can get up to North Side, get one of her magical weapons, and then try and get to the Unvisited Isle or something. We'll figure it out. Or he'll just go in the witch house and try and close that gate. Charlie, easy. Come out. Science building. Close that gate. Close it, Charlie. Oh, in fact, does Hank go before Charlie? Yes, because Charlie was first investigator this turn. Hank's going to the South Church. He's going to bless Charlie. We're going to make sure that gate gets shut. So, bless Charlie. Charlie shuts and seals that gate. He's still got 5 clues. So, super. Good plan, good plan. So that's what Hank's going to do. Diana is going to cast Find Gate, is what Diana's going to do. She's going to cast Find Gate, get out of the Plateau of Leng, back to the Historical Society. Unfortunately, she can't seal it, but she can close it, and she will close that gate. I don't think we'll get another Historical Society gate, so I think we'll be alright. I don't think we have to worry about another doom coming on through the Historical Society. Then, if only there was some clues she could pick up. She's got 3. You know, she only had 5 clues. She could seal a gate, but we haven't got any clues. They keep getting gobbled up by the board. So if you can't seal gates, close them. Okay, right, so that's it. So yeah, I had a pretty good turn, apart from the Doom. The Doom. We've only got 3 Doom tokens left. That's a possibility of 3 turns. We'll just have to keep the old fingers crossed that we get a monster surge. We've cleared out some monsters, so we've got 2 of these left. We've got 3 in the outskirts left. So if we do have a monster surge, how many gates we got on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd get 5 monsters. Ugh. We'll have to kill a monster next turn. Otherwise we're going to get a terror track increase. And yeah, Charlie needs all his clues, so he won't be able to stop it. But if it goes up to 2, we might have to let it go up to 2. If it goes up to 2, I don't think anybody loses the personal story. I think it's got to go up to 3 before people's personal stories start becoming a problem. So yes, we might have to have a terror track increase. Mind you, listen to me, like we're going to get a monster surge. There's still the Black Cave, the Graveyard and the Unnameable, which could get a high frequency gate. And yeah, we've got Hibbs Roadhouse as well. But at least now we've got the Woods, the Witch House and the Unvisited Isle with a gate on them. That improves our chances. Having 3 high frequency gates on the board, it does increase our chances of a monster surge, because we just need some time. We need time. We need clues and time. But yeah, things are a bit better than they were last turn. But could have done without the doom. Could have done without the doom, could have done with a clue. Right, anyway, that is it for what we're on now. Is it episode 7 or episode 8? It's episode 8, isn't it? So that is it for episode 8. I told you it was late. It's late here. That's it for episode 8. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the views. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for all the likes and the dislikes. It's much appreciated. If I've made a mistake, please let me know. I'm a bit tired, so I'll probably have. So any mistake I've made, let me know and I'll do my best to fix it for next turn. Other than that, anybody who's been across to BGG to like the video threads over there, drop a comment, drop Geek Gold. Thank you. You're all stars. And oh yes, last and not least, anybody who's tipped me, helped support the channel at ko-fi.com. Thank you very much indeed. And yes, that's it for episode 8. I hope you join me for episode 9 of Arkham Horror 2nd edition and the Horror at the Museum. But until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo.